Hey guys, this is Guz
and Carlos from Hardware Unplugged,
and today we're going to be unboxing the Martix Keyboards Mousepad. But before we begin, please make sure to hit that like button to show support, and if you want to see more content like this, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said,
let's begin.
Alright, so we have the Martix Keyboards mousepad. Now, we do not have the Clicks version, but we do know that Clicks is a popular Fortnite player, I believe. Yeah, Fortnite player.
Yeah, Fortnite player.
So we're gonna go ahead and see how good this mousepad is, because you know, putting a Fortnite player, a pro player, putting his name on a mousepad, you know, hey man, that means that that to me tells me that this mousepad is worthy for people to. That to me tells me that this mousepad's worth it if you want to go ahead and play really well with it, or at least you should be able to play really well with it. So yeah, let's go ahead and unbox it and try it out. I think the version I got, I think, was the blue one. Yeah, so I got the blue one to try out. So let's go ahead and unbox and see how it stacks up. It was 25 bucks, but after shipping and taxes, this mousepad cost 36 bucks.
Oh wow.
Around there. So yeah, that's pretty expensive. I mean,
yeah, it's kind of expensive.
You're telling me that it's as good as an esports target mousepad. It's as good as a Wicked Bunny mousepad. You know, those GSRSC mousepad, QCK Heavy mousepad. You know, those are good mousepads. Then you have the Razer Gigantes for 15 bucks. It's another good mousepad in my opinion. So yeah, 35 bucks for this mousepad. I don't know. Hopefully it lives up to the price point, because I don't think I haven't heard anybody use this, and when it comes to like gaming and stuff like that, I really haven't. It's more of like an aesthetic thing, if anything. But yeah, let's go ahead and try it.
I don't know, man. We probably might get hate by saying that, because there's a lot of these Fortnite people.
I mean,
probably use them. So
I mean, we don't know.
I haven't. I mean, I really haven't seen anyone really game with it, but you know, I don't know. I mean,
it'd be more like an aesthetic thing in my opinion, because it does look aesthetically pleasing. I mean, look at this baby blue version. It looks really nice, and it's a big mousepad, by the way. It's a big mousepad. It is.
Who needs all that space? All these Fortnite
exactly. You gotta build really fast. But right away.
All right.
You know what mousepad comes to mind when I use this one?
I think I have an idea.
Which one?
Starts with the O.
No, not really.
No.
It kind of reminds me of the. It kind of reminds me of the HK Gaming Series M a little bit. It reminds me a little bit to the touch, even to the touch. But not really. Like it's because that other mousepad that you briefly mentioned, it does feel different. If I remember correctly, it feels different. But this feels. The X and Y are the same. It feels. It doesn't have good stopping power, and it doesn't have like the fastest speed. So it's like. It feels alright. I mean, if I'm being honest, like, go ahead and try it.
You can just move the mouse.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even have to freaking.
Yeah, this one's definitely. I want to say it's a little bit more on the faster side of things, but it's not crazy fast.
No.
Again, you know, I don't want to sound, you know, like I'm like repeating myself with all these pads. It's just that that's the thing that I could really, you know, only like describe it. It is very like consistent. It feels literally the same going up and down, left to right, side to side, like, you know. So it's a very consistent pad. It's smooth. It's definitely not smoothest, but it's smooth. You know, it's a smooth pad. You know, I could see how people could probably game with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a big, aesthetically pleasing mousepad, because the colors look pretty good. I mean, it goes really well. Look, the color's almost the same on the freaking the blue paracord color on the Hot ES. So aesthetically, I think it's a good mousepad. But let's go ahead and take it for a spin and see how that performs. But yeah, we'll be right back. All right, so we're back from testing, and now my brother earlier in the video, he said that the mousepad felt like a similar mousepad, the one that starts with the letter O. That one being the Odin Zero Gravity. And I said it reminded me like the HK Gaming Series M mousepad. And to our surprise, we compared the Matrix keyboard mousepad to those two other mousepads, and they're the same mousepad essentially. I mean, they feel the same to the touch. Performance is the same. I mean, I guess the only difference will be on the Odin Zero Gravity mousepad, just because it's a little thicker, and I guess you could stop a little better with that. But even then, like they're the same mousepad.
Yeah, like they legit feel the same. Like moving your mouse up and down, left to right, they feel the same. So all three of these mousepads I feel like are pretty well rounded. They're not too fast, but they're not too slow.
They're okay.
The tracking on it is pretty smooth. You know what I mean? So moving your mouse left and right is actually pretty smooth.
It's a little on the speedier side of things. This is on the speedier side of things. Thor, the Thor is very similar to the Thor.
Yeah.
But I still feel like Thor is a little
smoother.
smoother.
The Thor to me is still smoother and faster, honestly. That's a true fast pad, dude. Like the Thor, like this.
It's not that far off. I want to say it's not that far off, but it is.
But it don't feel like a Thor, and it's not as fast as a Thor. Again, it really isn't that far off.
No, not that far.
But it ain't no Thor. I'm gonna let you know right now. It ain't no Thor.
I don't know why people are saying that the HK Gaming Series M and the Thor feel very the same. I mean, I guess they perform the same, but I still feel like the Thor is smoother. It's smoother.
Maybe they perform the same. Yeah, maybe.
I would say they perform the same, but they're smoother.
The Thor just feels smoother, honestly.
It does feel smoother. But it's not that far off from this mousepad, right?
Yeah, no.
But
I guess because people read that that this and the Thor are basically like
OEM
pads are like, oh, it's the same thing, but I don't know, man. I feel like most people who just say that are just tripping, dude, because like I've seen people, and no disrespect, right? I've seen people say that the Lingyun is a smooth, it's a very smooth fast pad, and I'm like,
it's not.
I'm like, dude, like how many mouse pads do you have? 2? You know what I mean? I don't know, man.
I mean, but we're saying that these are OEM pads too.
For a fact. I could. It's because like it's crazy because these pads they legit feel the same, dude. They don't
pads. Like at this point. The only reason you're gonna get these mouse pads are gonna be for the aesthetic reason. Just like we said earlier in the video, these are more aesthetic mouse pads. But if you want the performance on the cheap, then go with the HK Gaming mouse pad. You get this mouse pad, the size 450 by 400. I want to say for like $12 on most days.
Wow.
Sometimes
that's
I actually got the white one for $20, so I actually overpaid for it, but. You can get extended versions in white and black. That's the only thing about these HK Gaming mousepads is that they only come in 2 colors, white and black, as opposed to these other mousepads that perform just as good as this Series M.
Yeah.
But they're colored different, and the colors are nicer. The difference between this one and the Matrix keyboard and the Odin Zero Gravity one, and in the blue, is that the blue is a little darker. You can't even see it on camera. This is a little lighter blue, a little baby blue. It goes a lot more better with the Hottie S, for example. But other than that, I mean, they're the same pad.
Now, I think Odin Zero Gravity, they said that this mousepad doesn't have a coating. I don't know if either of these two have a coating on them. I mean, they feel the same, dude. They literally legit feel the same. So I don't know if this really does have a coating or not. But in terms of it performing, literally, in terms of it literally performing, they literally perform the exact same. They feel the exact same. There's really not much of a difference other than the thickness and the types of stitching, I guess. Like the stitching is different, right, than this one on that one. But even so,
slightly. Even then, like it's not.
I mean,
they're the same pad. They're the same damn pad. Like,
it's just crazy how you said that one reminded you of the HK Gaming. This reminded me of the Odin, and you know what?
Right.
We were actually quite spot on, honestly. At this point, it's only just pick and choose what brand you want, what flavor you want, and you're gonna perform the exact same if you pick any one of these 3 pads up. So.
Exactly. So I guess that about does it. This is Gus
and Carlos from Hardware Unplugged,
and we will catch you on the next one.
Peace.